Hey everybody, it's Yoga. It is Friday, February 5th when we're taping this. This is also live currently right now in the universe that I live in, but if you're joining us on catch up after the fact, welcome. We are Comeback Yoga. We are a veterans nonprofit in Denver that reaches out to serve veterans wherever they may be with free trauma informed yoga. We have a cool website, comebackyoga.org, comebackyoga.org, where you can buy classes. You can see today's class is a all levels class, which means do your best. Today we're going to do some pretty chill relaxation stuff. I've got a little bit of a dodgy back today, so if I grunt or grimace, breathe. It's all good. So now that you have all of your stuff gathered, hopefully, grab a seat, take a seat, do whatever you need to do to park your sit bones somewhere that's mostly comfortable. Well, that's largely comfortable. I like to sit on a block. It's comfortable for me. Find yourself a nice, comfortable upright position. We're just going to take a few moments to center ourselves before the practice, which is kind of part of the practice, with some breath work, so that we feel, a little bit more stable and a little bit more grounded and ready to practice. So have a seat, sit up nice and tall. Just let your hands fall down wherever they may. Think about if you were sitting up against a wall, how you can straighten your back up against the wall. Maybe lengthening the space between the neck and the head. It might drive your chin down just a little bit, which is okay. What we're trying to avoid is this hunched computer, iPhone syndrome that we have. Be dignified. You're royalty. And then we'll just close our eyes if you feel comfortable. If not, just try to soften your face, soften your gaze, focus on a point a few feet in front of you, and take a few deep breaths. Just take a few deep breaths. In and out the nose if that's accessible. If you have to breathe out your mouth, cool. If you have to breathe in your mouth. We're just taking a few deep breaths. Maybe with some sound by bringing the breath to the back of the throat. I'm not trying to wake up the neighbors or anything, but just a little sound. Kind of like the ocean tide going in and out. Just noticing how the breath fills whatever part of the body that it's filling right now. Just notice if, when you breathe in, is your in-breath shallow, short? Is it deep? Where do you feel it in your body? And if it's shallow, that doesn't mean necessarily that you try to breathe deeper. Just notice that it's shallow or that it's deep. You just got done running a marathon or something, or maybe you're choppy altogether. Just gonna let it all out. Take one deep breath and squeeze. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, we're gonna do that one more time. Just squeeze every body part in your upper torso, neck, your face, your hands. Take a deep breath. Hold it. And then exhale, shake it all out. Release all that stuff. Whew. Yeah, you might feel a little bit of an adrenaline, endorphin release there. So one more time. Squeeze everything in the upper body. Squeeze the face. Squeeze your mouth. All your muscles. Fist with the hands. Take a deep breath. Hold it. Hold it. Exhale. Let it all out. Yeah. Then gently roll your shoulders forward from a circle. Just find a nice neutral position for your chin. Focus on the ground in front of you. Drop any tension in your forehead or your face, your jaw. Just slow circles with the shoulders sitting up tall. And then reverse that movement backwards. So up by the ears and then back and down. Up by the ears, back and down. Just kind of explore the range of motion you have in your shoulder. Both of your shoulders and your sternum and your clavicle. Opposite, sternum, clavicle. Anatomy. Anatomy, baby. And then relax your shoulders up, back, and down, spine. And then we're going to roll our head, really small circles at first. Just roll your head to the right. As you come up to the left, inhale. As your head rolls around and comes down to the right, exhale. Inhale as the head goes up. Exhale as it goes to the right. Really slow movements. Explore your range of motion. See if you can go a little bit bigger. Still relaxing the shoulders down the spine. Sitting up nice and tall. Nice, even, controlled breaths through the nose if you can. Then come back to center. Take your left hand and gently take the fingertips onto the right side of your head. And try not to turn your head to the left. You're just going to bring your head center. And let your left elbow be heavy and drop until you feel sensation in the right side of your neck. Not going too far. Up nice and tall. Nice regulated breath. Inhaling back to center, let go with the left hand. Drop that back down. Right hand comes up to the left side. Same thing, just gently with the fingertips. And let the elbow drop the head to the right. Sitting up nice and tall. Try not to lean forward, scrunch forward. So we're letting the elbow do some work, but we're also, core is working, breath is working. Dropping any tension in our face. Inhale that back up to center. Let the right hand drop down. Now you're just going to drop your chin to your chest. Up nice and tall. Inhale the head really slowly back up to center. And then jet your chin forward and up, dropping the head backwards a little bit. And then close your chin, bite your teeth together so you feel sensations in your beard. You feel sensations in your front of your neck and your chin. Up nice and tall. Even easy breath. Exhale, drop the chin nice and slow. Then look to your left very slowly. And hold that position in your neck to the left. Inhale back to center, nice and slow. Keep going over to the right. Keep the shoulders down, away from the ears, up nice and tall. Feel the ground with your sit bones, the block, or whatever your body is touching. Feel it. Inhale back to center. And we're going to shake out the wrists a little bit. So just make fists, bring your arms out, a little bend in your elbows. And just rotate your wrists around nice and slow. Nice even breaths. Drop any tension in your face, shoulders, neck. Kind of be fluid. You're relaxed and easy, but you're still upright. And then switch directions. Whatever direction you were going, reverse. Nice even breaths. Then let your hands slowly and tall and can do circles. So the palms face each other, then the backs face each other, and then reverse the movement. Warm up the wrists and shake it out. And then you take the thumb of your right hand and put it on the back of your left hand. Put the left hand parallel to the ground with the palm facing up. You're going to bring the fingertips of the right hand around so you're clamping the left hand. Straighten the left arm and then pull with the right hand, push with the right thumb, stretching the wrist out just ever so gently. Not too much. Deep breath, relax. If you can, try. Release that. Shake out the left wrist. Same thing. Right side, palm facing up, parallel to the ground. Left thumb comes to the back. Fingertips wrap around. Straightening the arm as you use the left fingertips to draw the right hand back towards you. Nice, deep, even breath. Release the shoulders down. And then release all of that. Inhale the arms up overhead. Palms touch, bring them down, center your chest. Deep breath. Slow exhale. Deep inhale. Slow exhale, smooth. One more time, just using your breath. Deeply inhale. And slowly exhale. Two more times using your breath, just your pace. Inhaling. Nice and deep till you feel your chest rise, your shoulders drop. As you exhale, you sit up a little bit taller on the throne. Not the porcelain throne. Oh, maybe. You should sit up there too, maybe. I don't know. I make it weird. Deep inhale. Slow, smooth exhale. Releasing the hands. If your eyes are closed during that, open them up. And bring yourself onto your back. With the feet flat on the ground. And the knees pointing up. Blam. And then squeeze your shoulder blades together. You feel how that maybe gives you a little arch in your back, and then relax the whole body down, release it down. And see how that feels if you feel a little bit more supported on your shoulders. And then if your chin is sticking up in the air, lift up your head and draw the back of your head down so there's like a space that you can stick your hand between your neck. Let's see if that's comfortable. If none of that's comfortable, ditch it and just lay down on your back in your comfortable position. Just find a nice, comfortable position. And then walk your feet out a little bit wider than your mat, or just a little bit wider than your hips, and let your knees knot together. You bring left hand to the heart, right hand to the low belly, and just take a few deep breaths. And as you're here, focus all your attention on your out breath. How does it feel? Is it slow and smooth? Does it feel like a release? You can get there by deeply inhaling and slowly, smoothly exhaling a little bit longer than your inhale. Let your lower back settle into the floor. Let your legs be heavy and just knock together. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable.
Next inhale, raise both arms up over your head, palms facing the ceiling. See if you can touch the backs of your hands to the floor. Really stretch out long, like you're reaching above your head. Draw the shoulder blades down towards the floor. Every exhale. Inhale. Feel the rib cage lifts, the side waist lengthen. As you exhale, sink in the shoulder blades, shoulders down into the ground of the floor. Next inhale. Feel the chest expand. Feel how your back expands into the floor. And then exhale, release it all. Another time, inhale. Feeling the breath in the upper torso. See how when you inhale, you can kind of stretch out a little bit longer with your arms. And then as you exhale, try to keep that elongation in your arms, but relax, release the shoulder blades down into the floor. And then turn your palms to face each other. Bring them together. Inhale them up. So they're up over your chest. Then just exhale them down, center of the chest, just like we did before. And then replace your right hand over your heart and your left hand over your low belly. And just take a couple of deep breaths. Let the elbows rest on the ground. And then let your left knee come towards the ceiling and you cross your right leg over your left. And then when you're ready, you're just going to lift the left leg up so you can reach through and grab behind the left thigh, underneath the knee. Flex the right toes, left toes towards the knees. Sink yourself down into the floor every exhale. Nice even breaths. If you need a little bit more, you can reach your hands around the shins. You might have to lift your head up and then lay your head back down on the ground. Keep that spirit of releasing the lower back. Breathing up into the upper back. And as you exhale, release the lower back, the lower spine, vertebrae, into the floor. You stay here for a full minute. Most of the poses we do today are going to be a little bit longer. Holds. If your mind starts to wander, come back to your breath. Focus on the inhale and the exhale. The quality of your breath determines the quality of your life. Super deep thoughts on a Friday. A couple more breaths. Release the lower back. Next exhale, let go with the hands, let the left leg come down. Uncross the right from the left. When you're ready, kind of readjust your upper torso. Cross left over right. Flex the left toes. Inhale as you raise the right leg up. Reach behind the thigh on the knee. I'm going to sneeze. Keep going. Just breathe. All right. Pardon me. All right. Eye of the needle pose. Breathing nice and easy. Releasing the lower spine, the lower vertebrae. Deep breaths in the upper torso, feeling the chest expand. Flexing the toes towards the knees to protect the knees. Nice even breaths. Maybe even a little smile on your face. Check in with your forehead. Is it scrunched? Maybe release that scrunchiness in your forehead, eyebrows, cheekbones. If you needed more and you grabbed your shin on the other side, grab your shin on this side as well. Just really use your breath to slow down the exhale. release your lower back, spine into the floor. A couple more breaths. And then release the right leg, let it come down, let the left come back down. Left leg comes flat down on the floor, right leg comes flat down on the floor. Flex the toes towards your face and inhale your arms up overhead, stretch away from your feet. As you exhale, bring both knees up, hug your knees to your chest, and just kind of rock back and forth a little bit. Maybe do some small circles, both directions. Nice even breaths. And you're gonna bring your feet and knees together and let your feet come to the floor. Knees are still faced up towards the ceiling. Hands come down. Push down with your feet until your butt lifts up, and then move your butt over to the left of your mat. It's going to realign your spine in one length. Inhale and drop our knees over to the right as our hands come out to a T or a cactus, whatever feels good for you. You should try both. Sometimes the cactus can give you a little bit more sensation in your shoulders and your pecs. We're just trying to release our lower back just a little bit. Take a nice, even, deep breath. Fill up the chest as you exhale. Let the knees be heavy to the right. Maybe look over your left shoulder. Sometimes if you need more, you can take your right hand and bring it to the outside of the left knee and let your elbow drop and let that, see how that feels. Play with that a little bit. You're not trying to really pull with the hand, you're just letting gravity assist releasing the lower spine. Just let gravity do its work. Sink you into your mat. Focus on your breath. Couple more breaths here. A little supine twist. Then release the hand if you grabbed hold of your left with your right. Bring your knees up back to center, nice and slow on the inhale. Bring your hips back to the middle. Feet and knees together. Pick up the butt by pushing down the feet. Bring the butt over to the right. And then exhale, drop both knees over to the left. Nice, even breaths. Maybe look over your right shoulder. If you assisted your knee on the other side with your right hand, do so again with your left hand to the outside of your right knee. Just let the left elbow drop ever so gently. Just a little added assist. See if you can get your lower back to release. Nice, even breaths. Quality. If your mind starts to wander, maybe breathe a little sound on the inhale and exhale. Give your brain something to focus on. A couple more breaths here. Then release the left hand. Slowly come back up. With the knees, bring the feet more than hip width apart again, and just let your knees knock together. Both hands to the low belly. Close your eyes if you're comfortable. If not, just soften your face and focus on the ceiling. Take a deep breath and then just focus on your sense of hearing. Sounds in the room that you're in. The sound of my breath, your breath, anything that you can hear. Might even be the thoughts in your head. Hear them. See if you can just let them pass. Maybe there's a car door outside. Breathe. Calm but alert. Ready but relaxed. Hug both knees to your chest. Let the left leg come straight down to the floor with the feet flexed. Push down with the heel. You're going to straighten your right leg straight up to the ceiling, interlacing your fingers behind your right thigh. And then, as if you were going to push your foot into the ceiling, and then gently push down with the left heel. Think about the left pinky toe tracking towards the left knee. Helps align the foot. Flexing the right toes towards the face. Take a super deep breath and then exhale. Let the shoulders relax down. Maybe gently draw the right leg towards your face just a little bit. Going for the sensation, not destination. So just a little bit of feeling in the back of the hamstring, back of the calf of the right leg. Nice even breaths. Soft face, open heart. And bend the right knee. Release it on down nice and slow. Release that right leg down. Inhale your arms up overhead. Stretch away from your feet. Flex both toes towards the face. You can pick the toes, whichever ones. I suggest all of them. Leaving the right feet. If you have more than one right foot, you're awesome. The one right foot for us one right-footed people. Press the heel down, gently raising the left leg straight up towards the ceiling. Pushing the left heel, the left ball of the foot up towards the ceiling, interlacing the fingers behind the left thigh. Release the head back down. Flexing the left toes towards the face. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale nice and slow. Maybe drawing the left leg a little bit closer to your face. Use your hands, use your core. Focus on that right pinky toe, maybe tracking towards the right knee. Pushing down gently with the right heel. All the while, releasing any tension in the face. Smoothing out the breaths. So many steps. Keep the breath nice and slow, steady, smooth. Next exhale, release the left leg. Then come flat to the floor. Inhale your arms up overhead. Maybe interlace the fingers and stretch them out to the top. Then bring your knees up. Feet flat on the ground. Roll yourself over to your right. Bring yourself up to a seat. Nice and slow. Take a sip of tea. How's it going? All right, just bring your feet flat on the ground with the knees bent, like so. All right, just take the timer out of the way. Just take a deep breath. You're going to drop the left knee and the right knee down. Maybe if you have a mat, you're going to line up your left foot and your right foot so both legs are in a 90 degree. So look to see if your right knee is too close to your left foot. Try to draw it out so you have an even box. Got a little box here.
in between your legs. So you're at a 90-90. Think of Egyptians poses, I guess. It's called a 90-90. And then you're going to turn your hips and your torso towards the left knee. So you're facing straight ahead over the left knee, and you're going to take a deep breath. Think about lengthening the spine as you exhale. Come to your hands as you lean your torso out over your left knee. And just gently walk yourself down with each breath. And if you have to stay way up, that's totally cool. We're looking for a little sensation in the left hip. If you know pigeon pose, this is kind of a variation of this. Slowly lowering yourself down on every exhale. Drop your face and your head so that it's facing the ground. But every in-breath, try to elongate your spine. Every exhale, just gently lower yourself down. Keep the toes of both your left and right foot flexed. Helps protect the tendons in the knee, according to doctor people that I follow. Just take some deep breaths and explore your range of motion down towards the floor. And see how you deal with brand new awkward poses if this is the first time you've ever done 90-90. Maybe it's bringing up some what the hell is this in your brain. Deep breath, exhale. Oh, I can feel that here. That's what this is. Cool. And next inhale, slowly walking yourself back up to the original seated position with your knees up. Take a breath. And we're gonna, using your hands, support yourself, drop both the knees over to the right, same position, 90-90. Lining the feet up and the knees, little box right here, square. Nice and tall in the torso as you turn it over your right side, over the right knee, exhaling, leaning down over the right leg. You might find that one side is a little bit more pliable or flexible than the other. That's totally cool. Just notice it. We are going for balance in all things. So if you notice one side is a little tighter or stickier than the other, then you know you've got something there. Breathe into it. Just going for a little sensation in the right hip, right lower back. Maybe a little sciatica. Flexing the feet. Flex the toes towards the knees. Keys. Yeah. We make the rhymes. Every inhale, try to elongate your spine just a little bit. Every exhale, just let yourself drop. Slow and smooth with the breath. Release any tension in the face, the mouth, tongue. Next inhale, slowly raise yourself back up to the center. And bring the soles of the feet together. Full, generous amount of space in between your groins and your knees. The feet, if you need to support the knees by using a block or a bolster or a pillow or something underneath it, feel free. No pain in the knees for cobbler, crab, whatever you want to call it. But we're just going to grab left hand on the left ankle, right hand on the right ankle, or the shin or the knee, wherever you can grab. Just lean forward a little bit with a really straight spine. So think about elongating your spine, zipping it up. Drop the chin just a little bit so you're not looking up, you're looking down at your feet. Got a nice long line. As you exhale, maybe folding forward a little bit. Just using your arms and your hands for stability. Not trying to pull too much. And find the Goldilocks position for effort. Just the right amount of effort, which takes practice and time. Just a few deep breaths.
can start to round your back if that's comfortable and drop your head. Just clamshell down over your feet. If you're looking for a little added challenge, you can think about your chin going in front of your toes and open the feet up like a book. Just gently letting the lower back and shoulders release. Drop the head. Nice even breaths. Release any tension you find anywhere in your body. We're going to slowly inhale our torso back up to a seat. Nice and slow. Oh yeah. And then however you want to get there, bring yourself forward to a little tabletop, supported by your hands and your knees. We're going to spread our fingers nice and wide. We're going to bring the thumbs a little closer to our index fingers so they're not too strained. Push down with the mounds, the knuckles of the index finger and the thumb. See how that feels? Then draw your belly button towards your spine and arch your back on an exhale like a cat. As you inhale, you're going to drop the pelvis first. And think about the chest coming forward as you lift your head. Cow. Exhaling. Pelvis first. Use the core first. Tuck your head, tuck your chin, tuck your pelvis towards each other. Pushing down the knuckles, clawing with the fingertips. Inhaling, come back with the pelvis. Drop the pelvis. Chest goes forward. Head goes up. Still pushing down with the knuckles and the hands. Claw with the fingertips. Exhale. Regular tabletop. Gather up the toes. Push down the hands as the knees come up. Really bent knees. Just push with the hands. Come to a super bent knee. Downward dog. Really push strong to the hands. Maybe draw the triceps down. See if that broadens the shoulder blades in the back. Nice even breath. Shake off the neck. Release anything in the neck. Gently pushing the heels down. Keep the knees really bent. Deep breath, sigh out your mouth. Then gently, left heel comes down, right leg stays bent. Keep the collarbone, shoulder blades wide. Reverse the movement, bend the left knee, exhale the right heel down. Keep pushing strong through the hands, claw with the fingertips. Release the tension in the neck, shake off the neck. Both knees bent, push with the hands, hips go up. Deep breath, exhale, straighten the legs just a little bit, drop the heels just a little bit. Exhale it out. Deep breath. Push down the heels, push with the hands, exhale. Bring the knees down nice and slow. Slow, slow, slow. Slow, slow, slow. They touch. Walk your hands back. Sit on your heels or on the tops of your feet, whichever is most comfortable for you, and then just sit up nice and tall. And focus on your sense of smell. If you can't smell anything, just see if you can feel the air coming in through the nose, into the sinus cavity, through the throat. You can close your eyes if you feel comfortable. If not, just soften your gaze. Release the shoulders down the spine. One more deep breath, sense of smell. And then we're going to come back forward. Walk yourself so that you can sit back.
like so. Take a little seat, flex the feet. Up nice and tall with the arms coming skyward as you exhale. Fold it forward just really gently. You can reach your feet, that's totally cool. Then inhale back up to center. And then walk yourself down onto your mat for a final little resting pose. Legs more than shoulder width apart. Let them flay open. Kick your water bottle. Lay your head back down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lay back on that natural arch if that works for you. Let the hands come down 45 degrees from the body with the palms facing up. Adjust your head and your neck so that they're comfortable. Find your comfort. And a nice, even, deep breath. Release any tension in the shoulders, the hands, the fingers, the feet, the toes, the knees. Just really let go of everything that you possibly can. Just let the breath sink you deep into the earth. Just some deep breaths here. Let your body digest some of the movements we just did. It was really slow practice. Sometimes holding poses longer helps things release a little bit more. It just depends. Sometimes it's nice to just kind of take a few postures, just take a few poses. I'm not trying to jam as many yoga poses into one practice as we can. See if you can release any tension in the shoulders and neck. Relax the tongue inside your mouth. Little space between the teeth. Let the chin drop. Let the cheekbones release. Eyes, ears, forehead, top of the head. Feel the back of the head on the ground. Shoulders touching the ground. Arms touching the ground. Backs of the hands touching the ground. Lower back. Calves. Ankles. Deep inhales. Deep exhales. Very important to take this time to just be. Release. And maybe wiggle some movement back in your toes and fingers. If you didn't quite find complete stillness during that, that's okay. Sooner or later, you can drop in a lot faster. The more you do it. Inhale the arms up overhead. Bring the feet and legs together. Squeeze them together. Stretch away from the feet. Roll over on your right side in the fetal position. Maybe rest your arm on your head. Then we'll bring ourselves up to a seat. Take a breath. And that's a 45-minute class, folks. Palms center your chest. Inhale them up. Bring them down to the heart. Little bow. Thanks so much for joining us. Thank you so much for coming. We'll see you next time. Once again, I'm Brian. Come Back Yoga. Have a great weekend. Peace.